Alright, so I'm going to talk about something that is about to happen in the DC Prime fanfiction site I work on. We're about to do our first big event. That's right, we're going to do our first big event revolving around Superman. Now, this has been something that our editor-in-chief, Ivan Krolo, basically a villain name, which I will not debate about his personality here. Ivan, I know you're watching this, so... Hi! Anyway, we're doing an event centered around Superman, and the DC Prime continuity is very much different from the continuity you've seen before. It's kind of like, as Ivan explained to me once, it's kind of like if the New 52 was done right, more or less. And yeah, it's a very interesting take, and I'm going to talk about this event. So the event is called Reign. Now, Reign is... this story is more or less about the... it's something that's been building up in Ivan Krolo's Superman run. And what it's about is going to be... Now, let me say this. The Kryptonians are a lot different from the... from their comic book counterpart in the DC Prime continuity. They're more like, as Ivan put it, the Saiyans. Yeah, they're more like the Saiyans in DC from Dragon Ball Z. They're out to conquer, and Jor-El is the leader, and Brainiac is kind of the good guy, and he sent them away into the Phantom Zone. However, they've managed to find their way out, and they're ripping a hole from the Phantom Zone onto Earth, and they're going to conquer Earth. They all suddenly realize, hey, we have superpowers now! Yay! Let's go blow this planet up. And of course, Zod is... Jor-El, we don't really see a lot of Jor-El in here, but Zod is going to be the main... Zod, Feora, and Non are going to be the main focus villains in this story. They're going to be the ones that are really going to be leading the Kryptonian troops and raining down, see what I did there, on the superheroes. This is also going to explain how, in Bodhi's run, how the Justice League was put together. So this is going to explain a lot. This is going to explain a lot of details throughout the story that we've been having. So in that regard, I think it's really cool that we're finally getting a story on how the Justice League was formed. Also, we're going to hit home. Ivan really wants to hit home that Superman is going to be torn between his people, who are pretty much wrecking the world he loves, and the people he's come to care about on Earth. It's going to really hit home. And also, a lot of the world is not going to be, liking this. They are not going to be enjoying the fact that, hey, Superman, these are your people. You fucked us over, pretty much. That's pretty much the basic underline right there. Now, of course, like all events, there will be a lot of tie-ins to it. I think now there won't be like Marvel will not. Everyone will not tie in, like every single issue will not tie in with Reign. The major ones will be, of course, Superman. Batman's also going to get some tie-ins. Aquaman and Wonder Woman are going to get tie-ins as well. And I am doing and all these tie-ins are going to be 3 parts long. Oh yeah, we're also getting, I think, a Flash. No, we're getting a Rogues tie-in where the Flash has gone to help the other superheroes fight the Kryptonian army, and the Rogues are left to protect their city from the oncoming Kryptonian army. And remember, these guys just have basic weapons, but the Rogues together can be a powerful force. But can they be enough to take on an army of people with Superman's abilities and the willingness to kill? Another thing is that I'm also doing a tie-in as well. And that tie-in is Hive 5, which... most of you guys who don't know, Hive 5 is it's pretty much loosely based on the animated team in the Teen Titans animated show. It consists of Jinx, Mammoth, Gizmo, Seymour, Billy Numerous, and Kid Wicked. Yes, there's 6 members, but it's called Hive 5, but because as Seymour once said, it sounds cool. And it was going to be called, was going to be a Secret 6 title, but then I was like, I'm just gonna make this Hive 5, and take elements of the animated Teen Titans show and put it in here. So this series, this little 3-part mini-series will be set a year before what I'm doing in Hive 5 right now. This will be set a year before, because Reign we have all these different parts in time going throughout it, and Reign is set in 2013, whereas Hive 5 is set in 2014. And in here, we in this time, during this time in the Reign tie-in of Hive 5, is that Hive has been hired by a mysterious client to go to a Kryptonian warship and steal a Phantom Zone projector. And this is going to explain how the first three, Gizmo, Mammoth, and Jinx, first met and teamed up with Billy, Kid Wicket, and Seymour. How they became allies and compatriots, and how they worked together. And it's also going to explain why they left. You know, why? Because in my series, they ditched Hive. They still call themselves Hive 5, but they have nothing to do with Hive in general. And that's really going to explain what's going on there. They're going to break in there, but however, there's two things standing in their way. There's two things standing in their way, and those things are Jax-Ur and Mala. Yes, Jax-Ur and Mala from the Superman animated series are going to make their DC Prime appearance in this three-part miniseries. And yeah, very excited for that. Ivan gave me a go-ahead for that because, yeah, there's a lot of Kryptonians in here. So Jax-Ur and Mala will be the main antagonists of this three-part finale. I mean, three-part tie-in, yeah. Among other things, we're also going to see how the Teen Titans first form in the DC Prime continuity from Joey Jor-El, our good friend Joey. And yeah, this has been something that Ivan has been building to since the first time DC Prime has been announced. This is what he's been building to ever since he created it, and the first time he took over Superman. This was something he's been wanting to do for a while. So, and also, I believe after he's done with Reign, once he's done with Reign, that's going to be the end of his Superman run, and Joey and Ronin Reviewer will be taking over from the run then on. So really looking forward to all of this. I'm really excited to be a part of it. And stay tuned on DC Prime, because it's always Prime time. Yeah, I know, we need a better catchphrase. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Be prepared for Reign, because that starts in... Actually, yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. We're only 2 weeks away from the premiere of the Reign event, and yeah, it's going to be amazing. That's all I can say. That it is going to be amazing. And unlike events you usually see in comics these days, there will be some irreparable consequences. We're going to make damn sure of that, and all of our events as well. But anyway, once again, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm out.